Operation Days of Penitence, otherwise known as Operation Days of Repentance, was the name used by Israel to describe an Israel Defense Forces invasion of the northern Gaza Strip conducted between the 29th of September and the 16th of October 2004. About 130 Palestinians and one Israeli were killed. The operation focused on the town of Beit Hanoun and Beit Lahir and Jabalia refugee camps, which were said to have been used as launching sites of Qassam rockets on the Israeli town of Derot and Israeli settlements in the Gaza Strip, and in particular in response to the death of 2 children in Derot. The operation's name corresponds to the Hebrew name for the high holiday season during which the operation was carried out. Overview. Following the death of 2 Israeli children from a Qassam rocket launched by Palestinian militants, Israel launched a major military invasion of the northern Gaza Strip, focusing on the towns of Beit Hanoun and Beit Lahir and the Jabalia refugee camp. The stated goal of the operation, code-named Days of Penitence by the Israeli Defense Force, was to prevent Palestinians from launching rockets and mortar shells into Israeli settlements in Gaza and the town of Derot in Israel. During this 17-day attack, the Israeli military killed some 130 Palestinians, demolished at least 85 houses and damaged hundreds more, damaged public facilities, including schools, kindergartens and mosques, and destroyed farmland. According to Israeli soldiers, many of the buildings that were demolished were used by Palestinian militants as a cover for launching Qassam rockets and for shooting anti-tank missiles. During the UN Security Council deliberations over censuring Israel for this military attack, Israel accused the United Nations Relief and Welfare Agency of complicity in Palestinian attacks by allowing its vehicles to transport rockets. The Israeli government released a video claiming that it showed rockets being loaded into the UNRWA ambulance. UNRWA denied the accusation and demanded an apology, stating that the object was a stretcher, not a rocket. On October 6, Israel retracted the accusation. See further discussion here. The attack resulted in a proposed Security Council resolution condemning the Israeli action, calling for Israeli withdrawal and respect for human rights of Palestinians. The resolution was vetoed by the United States on October 5, who criticized it for ignoring terrorism against Israelis. Over the weekend of October 17, the Israeli military announced that its troops withdrew from the Jabalia refugee camp and other populated areas and redeployed to positions nearby, and proclaimed the attack a success, with a warning that the troops would return if the rocket attacks resume, which analysts from both sides say is likely. Both sides claimed victory in the operation. Captain Jacob Dalil, an Israeli Defense Forces spokesman, acclaimed the operation's success. "We really impaired the ability to shoot Qassams from Jabalia. We engaged many cells and now there are fewer Hamas members to shoot rockets," he says. "We dealt a hard blow to the whole Hamas infrastructure in Jabalia." The Palestine Information Center published a statement by Hamas spokesman Ismail Haniyeh, who asserted that the problem was not in resistance or in Qassam missiles, but rather in what Hamas views as the Israeli occupation of Palestinian land. Hamas achieved a victory over the Zionist enemy.